Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Recha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, who will well. Peace and mercy to the Tazadak I came out there that's laboring this truth with all sincerity. I'm the brother Demayim, back at it again with another topic. Just going into the Sabbaths follows the new moons. Unlike today in the society, you have different Israelite camps. You have Christians, who believe that the Sabbath is, every Saturday and Sunday. And, I just want to bring out a few scriptures, proving that the Sabbaths and, follows the new moon. Because in ancient times, there was no Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You see? Which in fact that those days consist of the Julian calendar as well as the Gregorian calendar, which we use today, which is the Gregorian calendar. Okay? So I want to, I was doing some research and, I just wanted to, break down, the days and, what it means, and things of that nature. And then I'm, bring some scriptures out. So this is a little article I ran across. Okay. And this is an interesting article. There's a lot of facts that I found. So look, it says, from the day of the sun to the day of the moon. Today, the week starts with the day of the moon, Monday, and ends with the day of the sun, Sunday. So it's so ironic. Like I said, the Sabbath follows the new moon. And when you go to, I'm going to bring out Genesis. Matter of fact, let me just bring out Genesis now. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 14. And thy power said, let there be lights in the firmament of heaven to divide the day from the night. And what are those lights? Those lights are the sun and the moon, which the sun, represents the day and the night represents the moon. And it says, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. So the sun and the moon are signs for seasons and for days. You have even just recently we had the I believe the solar eclipse. Okay, you have the blood moon, the lunar eclipse. All these different eclipses to show that it's a sign from the heavens. You see, the sun and the moon represents for signs and seasons, and I want to get that too. This is the book of Leviticus, real quick, chapter 23, because now the new moon. All right, when you go into the word moon, it means month. All right, the new moon indicates or gives a sign that there's going to be a new Sabbath, because in ancient times, like I mentioned before, that it was no Monday to Sunday. Okay, so in ancient times, how did we know when the Sabbath came in? We knew when the Sabbath came in when the new moon came. So when the new moon came, that's when we knew it was a Sabbath, and from there, whatever day it fell on or period it fell on, we worked the 6 days, and the seventh day we rested until the new moon came, which the new moon is another new month. You see, so us in GMS we follow the new moon. That's how we know the Sabbath comes. As well as matter of fact, let me just read the scripture. So this is Leviticus chapter 23. I'm going to start from verse 1. And the Lord Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy conventions, even these are my feast. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy conviction. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. So in the Sabbath day, we know we rest from our work. Showing you that this society is backwards because, Esau, still, has his work on the Sabbath days. They're going to try to say, oh, we give you the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, but, that's not following the new moon. Yeah, some months the new moon may fall on a Saturday sunset to Sunday sunset, but that's not every week. That's the issue. They a lot of Christians in different camps, they follow the Sabbath days on Saturday and Sunday every week, 365 days in the year. They just every week is the Sabbath, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, but they're doing it wrong because the Lord is not dealing with them. So it says, I'm gonna read it again. So it says, 6 days shall be work done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest. And we know that the Lord, rested even when he created the heavens and the earth. Okay? So it says, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest and holy conviction. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings. These are the feast of the Lord, even holy convictions, which ye shall proclaim in their season. So let's go back to Genesis, the first chapter. Okay? So Genesis chapter 1, verse 14, it says again, and thy power said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons. So we just read that the Sabbath day was a holy conviction and it's a season, right? So that's how we know that when the new moon comes, it's a sign that what? It's the Sabbath day coming, or it's a sign for, the holy, high holy days, all right? The Feast of Unleavened Bread, which is the Passover, the Feast of Weeks, the Feast of Dedication, the Day of Atonement, all right? Based on the sun and the moon, these are the signs of how we know when to celebrate these, high holy days, and also a sign of warning as well. But mainly, I want to, we just focus on proving that the new moons and the Sabbaths correlate together, all right? And then I want to just real quick go back to what they use today, which in this article, all right, which they use today, which calendar they use today is the Gregorian calendar, which the Gregorian calendar, follows the Julian calendar, all right, in a way. It's just this is minor tweaks. So it says, from the day of the sun to the day of the moon. Today, the week starts with the day of the moon, Monday, and ends with the day of the sun, Sunday. Previously, Sunday was the first day of the week and the washing day. Saturday ended the week. So now look, it says Roman gods become Nordic weekday names. So this is where the weekday names, originate from. All right, from the Roman gods. It reads, the Romans named the days of the week after the sun and the moon and 5 planets, which were also the names of their gods. And when you go even deeper into the history, a lot of these Romans, they took a lot of customs from the Babylonian Empire. Okay, so it just shows you too, look, they named the days of the week going back to the sun and the moon, but it so happens to be that the sun and the moon is who they bow down to. They made as gods. You see? But, Israelites, we know that, the sun and the moon are not gods, that they are the Most High's creation. Yahweh or Yahweh Shah's creation. So that's why we don't, bow down to the sun and the moon. Okay? But we know that the sun and the moon are signs, for seasons, for feasts, for high holy days, all right, for warnings, okay? So I'm going to keep going. So it says, the Romans named the days of the week after the sun and the moon and 5 planets, which were also the names of their gods. The gods and planets were Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, and Saturn. So let's go into it, just, real quick. So I'm going to keep reading. It says, in Nordic countries, the sun Sunday and the moon Monday also became the first 2 days of the week, and the Roman gods became 4 of the Nordic gods with similarities. Mars became Tyre, Tuesday. Mercury became Odin. Wednesday, Jupiter became Thor. Thursday, and Venus became Frigg. Friday, Saturday came outside the system. The Norse form Saturday means hot water day, which can also be translated as washing day or washing water day. Just going into the meaning of these so-called weekdays. All right. So it goes back into the Roman gods. All right. Just proving that. So we supposed to be following the new moon to know that that's when the Sabbath comes. And we bring out another precept. All right. New moons. All right. Let me see. Salakia. It's a couple of precepts. Let me see the one I wanted. New moons and the Sabbaths. Yep, we can start right here. Ezekiel 46:3. Likewise, the people of the land shall worship at the door of this gate before the Lord in the Sabbaths and in the new moons. You see how they always, they correlate together. What else? So let's get Judith. This is the last precept. Judith chapter 8, verse 6. And she fasted all the days of her widowhood, save the eves of the Sabbaths and the eves of the new moons and the new moons and the feasts and solemn days of the house of Israel. Okay? So let's get this. As Isaiah chapter 1, verse 13. Bring no more vain oblations. Incest is an abomination unto me. The new moons and Sabbaths, the calling of assemblies, I cannot away with. It is iniquity, even the solemn meeting. So just proving more with the scriptures how the new moons and the Sabbaths, they correlate together. Going back to Genesis, the first chapter, how the moon are a sign for the feasts and seasons. So once again, when the new moon comes, that's when it's a new month, and that's when the Sabbath day occurs. All right. And with that, Lord one is edifying. I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And with that, Shalom.